Good morning. In 2007, 3 surgeons started working for a hospital in Evansville, Indiana. All 3 worked with surgical imaging, specifically fluoroscopy. Fast forward 8 years, all 3 were diagnosed with cancer within 13 months of each other. 2 with thyroid cancer and 1 with a glioblastoma. The gentleman with the glioblastoma passed away within 1 year of being diagnosed. I have 1 colleague who survived leukemia. I have 2 colleagues that have survived breast cancer. All of us working with surgical imaging, specifically fluoroscopy. I'm an interventional pain doctor. I started my career with fluoroscopy in 2007 as well. I've been working with fluoroscopy almost daily throughout my entire career and have performed over 27,000 procedures. I've been exposed to radiation with those procedures as well as my patients and my staff. We have designed reduction technology that reduces radiation exposure from 69 to 90%. Reduction reduces exposure to the doctors, the medical staff, and the patients. Note this is information from our research and is pre-FDA approval. There are more than 24 million procedures done every year to improve patients' lives and treat numerous medical conditions utilizing fluoroscopy. These numbers are trending up. However, the doctors and staff that perform these fluoroscopic guided procedures have a much higher risk of developing cancer and other disease, and recent research has identified a twofold increase in brain cancer mortality and 2.9-fold increase in breast cancer incidence. These are the core of the ALARA principles down here across the bottom, and there's increasing pressure to reduce radiation exposure in the fluoroscopic suite, both from the AMA and from the American College of Radiology. So RADuxtion's innovative and patented app with proprietary algorithms and data sets allow you to shut off auto features and manually set your machine to produce the least amount of radiation possible while performing your fluoroscopic procedure, both safely, effectively, and with optimal image. There is 70 to 90% reduction in scatter radiation in the room. There is 69 to 86% reduction in exposure to the patients. Essentially, reduction utilizes patient-specific information. It replaces the auto features, accurately calculates the settings based on this patient-specific and target-specific information. This shows you the actual data that we collected. So if you look over here, let's go back. If you look over here, you can see that's the auto mode settings, and it produces 621 micrograys for 1 exposure or 1 image, okay? With the reduction settings, you can see that we have a 53 microgray exposure for that image, okay? So that's an 86.7% reduction, or if you look at it going from reduction back to auto, if for some reason you needed to do that, you would be looking at more than 11-fold increase in radiation exposure. These are my personal experiences with this. As we developed this, my badge readings, again, starting back in 2007, I was doing about 150 cases per badge reading, and I started with 120 to 140 millirems per 150 cases. Then getting strict ALARA principles, I got it down to 70 to 90 millirems, trying to eliminate all the unnecessary images as possible. Then I figured out reduction. With that, I was able to get my badge readings for 150 cases down to 7 to 14 millirems per 150 cases. So that's a pretty dramatic reduction. Also, realize that the digital badges that are used basically state that less than 3 millirems is considered non-detectable. And based on that criteria, we've actually reduced the at-risk range from 6 feet down to 4 feet, and we've actually, my staff, their badges in the room, have read no radiation detected for over a year now. So if you look at our market opportunity, the TAM is $4 billion, and our SOM is conservatively estimated at 20%, with potentially 90,000 users in the US alone at a 20% market penetration. And one of our testing physicians said, this will become the standard of care. And with that, we hope we get far more than a 20% market penetration. So our third pre-sub was submitted to the FDA for a pivotal study. and that protocol will be reviewed, and we have a meeting on May 15th scheduled. After that, we'll be proceeding to our pivotal study, and we should be able to proceed, which has already been approved as a lab-based study, and that should take us about 2 months to complete and to submit our 510(k) application. So that should be out probably in August is what we anticipate. We have 2 patent families. We have 3 patents issued for our first patent family, and we have, actually our second patent has now been issued for the second family, so that actually, we need to update that one. And then we have 8 patents and foreign filings that are under various levels of prosecution, and then we're also planning 8 filings for the second patent family as well. Here you can see our timeline. Our goal is for 510(k) submission by late July, early August, and then we're hoping for clearance by September, October. After that, we'll be pursuing our soft launch, and the full commercial launch will be after we add additional devices. We'll do supplemental 510(k)s and get that to where we can have more devices that we're actually approved to be used with. So I love this quote from Dr. Novick. "I do not want to see my colleagues in my oncology clinic with preventable cancers from their preventable exposure to radiation out of their selfless dedication to patient care." Says a lot. So, where are we positioned? RADuxtion is essentially positioned more towards the manufacturer. You can still do all the shielding equipment and shielding materials that you want to, but realistically, we're more in the production side of radiation. So, with reduction technology, we would start with a much lower dose, and then the other shielding equipment can still be utilized or added in. So our current business model is to license it to physicians, but it can be done through surgery centers, hospitals, universities, but the physicians will give us the most effective data for us to be able to analyze and figure out just what the success rates are and how they are able to achieve their best quality images. So larger purchases such as facilities and universities may be defined instead of on a per physician basis, it might be more on a device basis. So our current device, we're actually targeting installed devices, which puts us against devices that are lasting 25 and 30 years. So we currently can be used on anything that's been sold in the last 25 years, which really expands our market for us. Here we've tried to be conservative with our numbers. I've got one group of 300 docs that are already interested in pre-sales. I've got another group of docs that are also interested in, and so we probably have 300 to 400 that are interested. And so we also want to participate in fixed fluoroscopy suites, and we have that could dramatically increase our revenue as well. We have a robust group of individuals with excellent medical, research, and business and FDA experience. We are currently late seed round and look to close this shortly. After that, we'll begin Series A for a full commercial launch and expand our capabilities. We also intend to go to addition of machine learning and AI, which is already in design phase. So at this point in time, contact us if you're interested in joining me in our quest to dramatically reduce radiation in a meaningful and impactful way. We're looking for investors, we're looking for strategic partners, and those with a vision to make a difference. I didn't have the ability to help those doctors before, but I do now. RADuxtion is the power to reduce radiation in the palm of your hand. Thank you.